Hey everybody, I'm Joey. This is a Bible blurb, and today I want to share with you Genesis 9 verses 20 through 23. They say, Noah, a man of the soil, proceeded to plant a vineyard. When he drank some of its wine, he became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders, and then they walked in backward and covered their father's nakedness. Their faces were turned the other way so they would not see their father's nakedness. Here we have a classic story of a godly man falling into sin. Noah had just got done going through the whole ordeal on the ark, and he came off and he worshiped God. He gave God glory. But now, as he gets back to his everyday life, so to speak, he finds himself in a place and a time where he sort of lets his guard down, and he falls into sin by getting drunk and then laying naked in his tent. And this is sort of a humiliating, shameful thing for him. And one of his sons comes in and sees what's going on, but instead of trying to restore his father and his dignity, he goes out and he tells his brothers about it, which in a sense brings shame and humiliation on Noah. But his other two brothers, being much wiser, you could say, instead decide that they're going to restore their father's dignity rather than humiliate him. So they cover him up. They don't take away his shame and his humiliation, but they cover it up. Not to try to make it seem like it didn't happen, but to try to restore their father in a dignified way. And I think this is a great story of how we can relate to one another as human beings. Because we live in a time when people love to slander others and drag other people's names through the mud just because something they saw or did was wrong. They're quick to point out their faults. When in reality, I think it's better that we build one another up and restore each other with dignity and respect. Because let's be honest, that's the way you want to be treated, right? So why don't we treat others that way too? So here's the hope that this year that you can, rather than humiliate someone because of some wrong they did, you can instead seek to restore them with humility and dignity, rather than drag their name through the mud. So until next time, God bless you and take care of yourselves.